Hello, everyone. If I look a little rough, tired, it's just because I just got home from work about 20, 40 minutes ago, um, and threw on some painting clothes to get started on the doll I'm working on currently. But I wanted to come and finally do a video. I haven't done a video in a little bit. I don't remember what my last video was. No idea. But I wanted to talk about the new doll show. If you guys haven't already heard, I'm super excited about it because it is in my state, North Carolina, and there was a doll show that was on the East Coast. I never got a chance to go to it before it closed down. It's permanently shut down. They're not doing that show anymore. It was in Orlando. It was the International Doll and Teddy Show. I think that's what it was called. So it wasn't even, I don't even think it was all reborns. So it was a little different. This show is called the Dolls of the World Expo, and it's actually being hosted and produced by the owner of Trueborns, which is one of the reborn supply companies. Her name is, why did I forget her name just now? Bobby. It's Bobby Barfoot, who is putting on this show in North Carolina. I actually did not realize for the longest time that she did live in North Carolina now. So this is really cool. And like I said, it's finally having a show that is specific to reborns on the East Coast because obviously we have the Rose Doll Show, but that's in Utah. Which if you may recall, I did go to that back in 2019, and it was a great experience. However, I got to be honest, I don't know if I'll ever end up going back to it, especially because of how it turned out. Their smaller show, how it ended up being this year, was pretty sad. I mean, I know COVID created some problems for the show, the Rose show, and like it had a lot of restrictions as far as the amount of people who could go to the show, I think. And they didn't have their regular venue that they typically try to book. But it looked like the show was basically in like a gym, like a high school gym. So I don't. For me, it's not worth flying all the way to Utah again to go to a show that is going to be held in a gym. So yeah, that's probably why if they continue to have it like that, and I'm working full time now as well, so it would be a little difficult to take off more time now than it would been when I went in 2019. Um, but yeah, so it's super exciting. The show dates. The actual show dates are the June 23rd and through the June 25th of 2023. Um, I've already booked my hotel, but I made sure to do one that's refundable. Um, and yeah, I'm super excited because, like I said, uh, there's going to be a lot of people there already. They have sold out of all their vendor tables, so they're fully booked as far as people who are going to be selling. So that makes me feel like that's a good sign that there's actually going to be people that go there, and hopefully by me making this video, more people will know about this show happening close to a lot of people. North Carolina seems to be close to a lot of other states as far as not super far to travel to. Um, we're pretty central, I think. We're in the south, but not super southern. For me, I live in the mountains of North Carolina, so it is about a 3 hour drive, which is so nice because that means clearly I don't have to fly anywhere. So I'm just gonna make it a weekend trip like it should be. And I have so far convinced my one of my coworkers who is not in the reborn world, doll world, to come along with me. Hopefully, she doesn't change her mind because I do want her to drive in Raleigh because that's where it is. It's in Raleigh, North Carolina. Um, I want her to drive because I do not want to drive around Raleigh. So she said she's coming, and we'll see. That should be fun. She's just kind of interested in how it's gonna be, so she was like, "Yeah, I'll go." So, we'll see. But yeah, I had a chance to sign up to be a vendor. However, because this is the very first year of this show, I decided I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put money into something, honestly, like by money, I mean trying to sell at a show that I don't know how it's going to go. I'm just being completely honest because anytime something is in their its first year, there's going to be some things that arise that cause trouble. And I don't want to be a part of that, especially because this is my first doll show that I've gone to since 2019 and I actually want to walk around and talk with people and enjoy it rather than having to sit at a table or a booth all day the entire time. So, yeah, for me, it didn't make sense to, even though it's so close, I could have just thrown them in the back of my car and drove there. Um, it would have been it's going to be convenient if I do eventually decide to sell there, and if they continue having the show, because like I said, this is the first year, so who knows how well it's going to go and if they're going to keep doing this show. So this could be the first of many years of this North Carolina show, or it could be the one and only of this show. So either way, I decided, I was like, I have to go to it. It's too close to not go to, especially because it's on the weekend. Um, Now you're gonna see. I'm gonna link the website to the show in the description, and you're gonna see what people keep posting that it's from the 21st to the 25th, but that's not quite true. That's not the actual days of the show. Um, the classes start earlier in the week, so that's where you're seeing that 21st through the 25th. The actual show dates are, I believe, the Saturday and the Sunday. I want to say. Um, I think that's right. I don't know. I can't remember exactly because they haven't released the tickets yet that I'm aware of. Um, but yeah, so that's coming up in the in next summer. Um, I personally wanted to go ahead and book my hotel, especially because it's non-refundable all the way up till the June 21st, because I know those hotel rooms are going to fill up like crazy once people start hearing about the show. Um, and I didn't want to be like SOL because I waited. Uh, yeah. Um, what I will be doing though, I will be offering more details on this as we get closer to June. I'm going to like roughly say that if you do order a custom from me leading up to those show dates and you're going to be at the show, I'm going to offer discounts for people who just want to pick up dolls from me, like if they did a custom or if I make a doll and it sells around that time and you are going to the show, I'm gonna offer some kind of discount for those customers. Um, Plus, that's a way to meet me in person and pick up your doll in person um, without me having to like not know if a doll is going to sell at the show. Like, and by that I mean you would like come to my hotel, which is not the same hotel as the show, by the way. Um, and pick up your doll, or we can meet at like the mall or something and you can pick up your doll and we could go shopping, stuff like that, because the location for the show is right by the mall in Raleigh. So anyway, yeah, I really hope to see some of you guys there, and encourage you guys to check it out. It's going to be a good time, and like I said, it's going to be nicer than the Rose Doll Show was this year because it's actually at a convention center in a big hotel, so it's not at like some sweaty gym. Um, it's at a nice hotel, so yeah, it's going to be nice. I really think so. I don't know yet if I'm going to be doing any of the special events. Like, you know how um, most of the shows, the doll shows, will have like the baby shower, the banquet, like the, not the, what is that called? Maybe it is called that, where they eat and have special drawings and stuff like that. I haven't decided if I'm going to pay to go to any of those yet. Usually those tickets are very, very limited and pretty expensive. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do any of those, especially because like I said, I'm going to have my non reborn friend with me. and I think she's gonna want to do other things in Raleigh. Um, so yeah. But yeah, like I said, I hope to see you guys there. And I feel like there's something else about the show that I'm missing. I don't know. I can't think. But like I said, I'm going to put the link to exactly what I'm talking about in the description for you guys to check it out and maybe put it on your calendar. Um, I will warn you guys that Raleigh is hot in the summer. I know this because I was just in Raleigh in this summer, and it was very hot. So if you don't like the heat, then um, you're gonna really want to stay inside. um, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had to say about the show. If I think of anything else, I'll make sure to update you guys as time gets closer. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video whenever that is.